Anything can happen, and I think Snow Canyon coming all the way up from St. George today, I think they're ready. I think they've got a good game plan, talking with their coach Esplin this afternoon. They've got to slow down this Murray run game. On the other side,
for the Warriors,
Murray's
number 2, Cale Johnson,
play some bully ball, I think. Looking at their size and their stats, they're going to be able to. They're going to try and run the ball against Snow Canyon, and I think it's going to be a great game.
So Murray has won the coin toss. They elected to defer to the second half. They're in the orange uniforms, moving left to right as the 2024 4A playoffs are underway. As fielding this one will be Carson Stewart right at the goal line. It crosses over that white line. It'll be a touchback here for the Snow Canyon offense, who we'll see for the first time tonight.
Warriors will begin on their own 20-yard line, first and 10.
Brody Lounsbury, making just his third start of the season, came in just a couple games ago and is leading this Snow Canyon offense.
You know, and he's got 6 touchdown passes, 1 interception. He looked good in warm-ups. He throws a nice ball. It's important for Snow Canyon to take care of the football tonight.
So Snow Canyon will start first and 10 from their own 20. It's Lounsbury in the offense out there. Cale Esplin, the feature back for the Warriors, back there with him with a 3 wideout set here. And Lounsbury going to call his own number on first down.
Quarterback keep by
Russell
Brady
down at about the
Lounsbury.
19-yard line, number 15 for the Spartans. That's Tyler Whiteman, first one in there.
Met at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job. He read that.
Tackled by a host
Stood
of
his
Spartans.
D lineman up, or his offensive lineman up, shed him and came inside. Pretty good job. Pretty good start there up front for Murray.
Snow Canyon coming tonight, the 22nd best offense in 4A. They average about 18 points a game. Something they'll have to improve here tonight if they want to advance in the playoffs. We'll talk about this after the second down play. It's the handoff to Esplin.
Handoff to number 22,
down
Cale
at the
Esplin.
20 again. The Spartans getting in there this
Tackled
time.
by
Stockton
number
Hughes
11,
denies
Stockton
it in his
Hughes,
third and long
and
here
number
for Snow
19,
Canyon.
Anthony Thompson.
It looked like he had some room to run there for a minute, but again, Murray rallied to the ball really well. Hughes made a nice play there.
Brings up a
Kind of puts him in
third
and long.
down.
We'll see what kind of pass game they've got. We haven't seen him throw that. I expect we'll see a lot of passing out of Snow Canyon throughout the night.
3rd and 8 here for Snow Canyon from their own 22. 3 wideouts again. They'll send Smith in motion. Lounsbury still surveys. Rolls out of the pocket. Pressure coming and throws and connects with his receiver at about the 31-yard line. Cale Johnson.
Brody's pass is complete to number 2, Cale Johnson.
Really good composure in the pocket that time by
down.
Lounsbury. He stepped up, and then he cleared the pocket, kept his eyes downfield. A really nice play by Esplin in the flat. Picks up their first down, and they're going to need to do that. They're going to need to control the clock, keep Murray's offense off the field tonight. Good start there for Snow Canyon on that 3rd down.
Pick up a 9 on that one, brings a new set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 31. Lounsbury looking for the call from the sideline. 2 wideouts to the near, 1 to the far. As they'll send man in motion, looking down the middle, and a good run on first down.
Brody
as Lounsbury gets to about the 37-yard line. Good pickup on first down.
Yeah, they did a nice job there.
Tackled
They motioned the
by
back
number 9,
out.
Jackson Kachoya.
Man coverage by Murray that time. Cleared out that inside backer who went with the running back, and Snow Canyon did a good job of filling or running to the hole that was vacated by the linebacker.
Jackson Kachoyan with the tackle there for Murray. 2nd and 4 here for Snow Canyon. 5 wideouts this time. Send a man in motion. They'll hand it off, and trying to get the corner is Hutchings. He's got the first down and more out to
Head
midfield.
off to number 9.
Another set of downs here for
brought down by
Snow
number
Canyon. That's
7,
number 9,
Lucas
JT
Barrett.
Westbrook, on the carry. And another big chunk play here for
Result
Snow
of the
Canyon.
play is a Warriors
Carson
first
Stewart,
down.
number 8 for Snow Canyon, did a really nice job on the outside with the block. They motioned so that they basically was an overload situation to the left side of the formation. They had one more blocker than they had defenders, and that was another good offensive play call.
Pickup of 13 on that one. 1st and 10 from midfield. Lounsbury rolls to his right, checks it down, making the catch is Joe Max Smith, and
Brody's
he's got
pass is
4
complete
yards.
to number 16, Joseph Smith. Tackled by number 19,
Joe
Anthony
Mack
Thompson.
was the starting quarterback for this Snow Canyon team. A couple of losses down the stretch against Crimson Cliffs, Hurricane, and Desert Hills kind of led the coaching staff to make the change to the sophomore here, but the former quarterback's still getting things done offensively for Snow Canyon.
Yeah, that was a nice catch. The ball was a little bit high. They're in a little bit of a rhythm here.
2nd and 6. Smith in motion. Pass far side's caught at about the 41-yard line. That is Westbrook again. Second catch
Brody's
tonight.
pass is complete to number 9, JT Westbrook.
First time we've seen pressure from Murray. The linebacker that was blitzing ran into the back that was on the play action. Another good delivery by Lounsbury. So 3rd and 2. See if they can convert another 3rd down here.
3rd and 2, as Dave just mentioned. 2 wideouts to the near side, send a man in motion. And Lounsbury takes it himself. He's got the 1st down and more. And he gets tripped up at the 37-yard line, and another 1st down here for
Brody
Snow
with
Canyon.
the keep. Brought
Second
down by
time we've seen
85,
that where they motioned
Easton
the back
Mormon.
out of the backfield, forced Murray to widen that linebacker out, and he just fills the void from where the linebacker was. That's film work right there by the coaching staff that they knew that linebacker was going to flow.
Pick up a 5 for a new set of downs. Asplin in motion.
Middle.
Looking to throw wide open to the middle is Smith. And
Brody's pass
makes
is
his way
complete
down to the
to number
10-yard
16,
line.
Joseph
If he would have
Smith.
kept his footing, he might have found 6 there, but it's another big
Tackled
gain
by
here for Snow
number
Canyon.
25.
Lounsbury's starting to warm up. He's throwing
Result
the
of the
ball
play
well.
is
That's
a
another
Warriors
good
first
catch
down.
by Joe Smith over the middle. That time Murray came with 5 in their pass rush, and Smith just filled that void again behind those linebackers. A good delivery, and Snow Canyon's in business.
Pickup of 27, now 1st and goal, Snow Canyon from the 10. Asplin in the backfield, he'll get it, and is met immediately by the
Hand off to number
Spartans.
22.
That one, Elijah
Tackled by
Johnson in the
number
backfield
15,
for Murray.
Tyler Whiteman, number 52. Martin Bolden in the backfield.
Murray sitting in a cover 2 man look at the 12-yard line. I would expect that
Brings up 2nd and
Snow
goal.
Canyon may get another quarterback run in.
Loss of about 3 on that one. Back to the 12, maybe the 12-yard line, so loss of 2.
Pressure off
Motion
the edge.
in the back. Westbrook
Hand off to
trying
number
to get
9.
to the
Tackled
corner.
in the backfield by number
And
19, Anthony Thompson.
That'll be Anthony Thompson with the tackle for Murray. And back-to-back
Brings up a
losses.
3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and very long in goal here for Snow Canyon.
That's a good call by the Murray defensive staff. They brought 19 off the edge. He ran right into that run. Put Snow Canyon in a tough spot.
Another loss of 3 on that one, so 3rd and goal from the 15. 2 wideouts to the right. Lounsbury looking that way. He's got a man out there caught at the 10 and still on his feet trying to get something
Brody's
going.
pass is complete to number 2, Cale Johnson.
Able to get about
Brought
5
down by
at
number
the
85,
end of that
Easton
one. Brings
Mormon.
up 4th down here for the Warriors.
Brings up a 4th down.
Looks like they're bringing on the kicking team. Overall, that's a really good start offensively for Snow Canyon. They need to convert this, get some points out of this opening drive.
So we'll see the kicker for Snow Canyon. It's number 41, Ammon Allred. On to try and put Snow Canyon on the board here. This one will be from 27 yards out. On the right hash, snaps good, holds good, it's blocked in the backfield.
Field goal blocked by number 19,
Number
Anthony
19,
Thompson.
Anthony Thompson gets in the backfield, and a big defensive play for Murray.
Yeah, that's 2 really nice plays by Thompson. He made the stop on 2nd down and blocked that field goal. So, again, we talked about they needed to convert,
Spartans will
get some
take
points
over
out
on
of that
their own
drive.
20-yard
Murray
line,
steps
1st
up
and
defensively
10.
once they got down in that red zone, and Murray comes on out.
So we'll see the Spartan offense out for the first time tonight. 1st and 10 from the 20, led by the senior quarterback, Alex Bojorquez. And one of the top feature backs in the state of Utah, and Sam Person. We'll talk about him in just a moment here as 1st and 10. Bojorquez sets up a screen, connects over the middle, connects Talbot.
Alex's pass is complete
30,
to number 4, Evan Talbot.
and they'll give him the 30-yard line. That should be a new set of downs for Murray.
For a Spartan, 1st down.
Really great play design there. They threw it to the weak side receiver, opposite of 3-by-1, and the 3 receivers on this near side. got downfield and blocked really well.
Picks up 10 on that one. New set of downs. 1st and 10 from the 30.
Too many guys out there. They need to come here.
2 wideouts to the near, 2 to the far. Bojorquez to throw, checks it down to Person wide open on the near
pass is
sideline.
complete to number 2,
And
Sam
out to
Pearson.
the 42 goes Person.
Forced
The
out of
spot
bounds
out
by number
at the
21,
42,
Ryder
but it's
Ent.
another first down
But
for the
not before
Spartans.
another Spartan first down.
Good read there by Bojorquez. He looked. He had numbers on this weak side. Hit his back out of the backfield. Really good play there by Murray.
Another first down, back-to-back plays of first downs for Murray here. 1st and 10 from the 42. Bojorquez gets the call. About 5 minutes to go here in our opening quarter, and we get whistles and a false start.
Murray was in a check with me situation where coach is looking at the formation
False start against the
and the
Spartans.
defensive
5-yard
alignment.
penalty, replay, first down.
Made the play call, but unable to get the play off in time. They almost got a delay a game there. So either way, they were going
play clock was down to
-5.
1 at that point. And
a couple of times the Snow Canyon defense has been outnumbered on this weak side.
they've been able to hit it on both of those first 2 plays, and both the screen passes really have worked for Murray here so far.
Good recognition by the Murray offensive coaches to see what they're giving them and taking it. And that's a big thing in high school football, recognizing what the defense is going to give you and then taking it.
Of course, Murray looking for their first playoff win today since 2020, the COVID season. It's been a down couple years for the Spartans, but a winning record this year. So they'll hand this one off to Bushman.
And out to number 3, Spencer
Able
Bushman.
to push the pile out to the 40, pick up a 3.
Little shovel pass action there. Snow Canyon slanted into that run play, so not a whole lot of room to run there for Murray.
Brings
but I
up second and
expect
12.
they're going to stick with this run game. They look good up front. Murray's got some big dudes.
A great offensive line, a great running back. We talked about Person. He's in the top 10 in the state, not just 4A in multiple categories. As this time, Bojorquez calls his own number and it's dragged down
to number
in the
6,
backfield.
Connor Whitehead.
Now Max Reynolds in the backfield for Snow
Brought
Canyon.
down by
loss of
number
1.
31, Kalen Kelly.
Little wildcat action there,
Number
just a
24,
direct
Max
snap.
Reynolds.
Looked like the old single wing we used to run in Little League.
So now 3rd down and long here for Murray. They need to get to the Snow Canyon 48 for a first down. 3 wideouts to the far, 1 to the near.
That man coverage down here on the near side. No safety help.
Bojorquez, pressure up the middle, is going to throw near side. That one's got too much air under it. And incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down.
Alex's pass is incomplete.
Dax Jensen just kind of hesitated, did a little stutter step and stopped running. I think Bojorquez expected him just to run by him. But I like that read. Anytime you've got man press cover on 3rd and 12,
back to receive
that's where
the
I'm
punt
telling
for
my
the
quarterbacks
Warriors,
to throw the
number
ball.
8, Carson Stewart, and
So
number
Dylan
4,
Curtis,
Ethan,
the
now
top kicker in the state of Utah in multiple categories, also does the punting duties for Murray.
Number 17, Dylan Curtis.
He's also the 8th ranked punter in the country as well.
Yeah, he's impressive. Watching him in pregame, usually the kicker doesn't stand out, but he sure stood out.
Karsten Stewart and Easton Nowatzki
Missed it.
back there. And this one, a high kick and lands directly at the 20. And we'll see where they spot it. Actually, about the 23-yard line, where they'll spot it.
Hit it a little low on the ball that time, got under it. A little bit too much backspin. I don't think he's real happy with that kick.
Still about a 33-yard kick there on that one. So we'll see Snow Canyon out for the 2nd time. They moved the ball really well, Dave, on that first drive.
Warriors will begin on their own 22-yard line,
the
1st and 10.
Yeah, they manipulated the defense with some motions out of the backfield, used their quarterback to run the ball, see if they continue with that kind of a look.
1st and 10 from the 22. Lounsbury gets the snap and immediately rolls out, and that one kind of looked a little weird from the get-go, and flags fly late.
The little delayed
Flag on the
whistle
plate.
there by the officials. I think everybody looked at each other thinking, you should throw your flag and blow your whistle. And
I don't think Lounsbury was really expecting the ball either.
Against the Warriors, 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Oh, back him up 5 yards, back to the 17. It'll be 1st and 15 here for Snow Canyon.
Murray's really in a pass defense look at this point. We've got 6 in the box, but they've got 2 safeties deep. The far side corner, it almost looks like a cover 3 kick where
1st and 15. Spartans show pressure. Lounsbury able to avoid it and get back
Brody with the key.
to about the original line of scrimmage. Maybe got to the 23-yard
Tackled by
line.
number 9.
he gave a little token fake that time, and it held the linebacker on the blitz. And he was able to slip up inside of there. Good job up front by the Snow Canyon offensive line that time.
Gain of 6 brings up 2nd and 9 here for the Warriors. 2 wideouts to the right, 1 to the near. 3 down linemen here for the Spartans on defense. They'll hand this one off to Esplin. Spin move. And out to the 25.
Head off to number 22.
Picks
Cale
up 2,
Esplin.
and he'll bring up 3rd down.
That was power there.
Brought
where
down
you
by number 90, Baron Collette.
pull the opposite side guard. Down block. They just
Brings
didn't get
up
the down
a
block on
3rd down.
Tyler Whiteman from Murray did a nice job holding his ground. If you can't get that down block, power doesn't work.
3rd and 7 upcoming now for Snow Canyon. They'll send 3 wideouts to the right this time, 1 to the near. Esplin in the backfield with Lounsbury.
I like this weak side flat.
Lounsbury to throw. Good pocket, now rolls out. Fires far side, wide open with Smith. But it's in and out of the
Brody's
hands,
pass is incomplete,
There's a
intended
flag
for
back
number
at about the 19-yard
16.
line.
There
We'll
is
see
a
what the
flag
call
on the
is.
play.
You know, Lounsbury's really done a nice job of buying time in the pocket. He's getting some pressure, but he's been able to get outside of the pocket and keeps his eyes downfield. Just barely overthrew
Holding
Smith on that
against
one.
the Warriors.
It's a holding call
Penalty
on Snow
is
Canyon.
declined.
Murray will decline
Brings
it.
up
So
4th
that'll
down.
bring the punt unit out for Snow Canyon. Be the first punt tonight for the Warriors.
Back to receive for the Spartans, number 3, Spencer Bushman, and number 80, Carson
Number
Davis.
89 doing the kicking duties, Kevin Lopez.
Getting set
for
to
Snow
kick for
Canyon.
the Warriors, number 89, Kevin Lopez.
Spencer Bushman is back at around his own 33-yard line of field this one.
Good snap.
It's a good snap.
Good kick.
High end over and kick here. Be fair cut at the 42-yard line. That's where Murray will take over. With 1:57 to go here in our opening quarter, still no score here for Murray High School.
Out
Your
on the
thoughts so far,
42-yard
Dave?
line where Spartans will begin their drive,
Well, I think
1st and 10.
Murray's got to get to running the ball. I think that's their strength. Get person, downhill run, get behind those hogs up front.
So the Spartan offense comes back out, second drive tonight. 6 plays and a punt last time out for Murray on offense. Got to about this point before having to kick the ball away. A little bit of movement from the Warriors on the defensive line.
Hand off to number 2, Sam
Person.
Pearson.
And Person's first carry is good enough for about 4 on 1st down.
Trap
Stood
there
up by a
by
host
Murray.
of
Good job
Warriors.
kicking the end out. Person does a good job waiting for that block to happen. Got up underneath there, and 4 yards on 1st down is a good
4-yard
good
gain
start.
on the play. Brings up second and 6.
Here for the Spartans. 3 wideouts again here for Bojorquez. Person in the backfield. They'll hand it off to him. And Person
Hand off to number 2, Sam Pearson.
gets close to midfield. Maybe picked up
Brought
about
down
3.
by number 52 of the Warriors, Andrew Castro.
Kalen Kelly, this near side defensive end, did a really good job
Brings
of
up
stopping
3rd and
that
3.
play. Had he not slowed Pearson down, he was gone. There was nobody else out there, but he slowed him down. He held his ground. Half of the Snow Canyon defense was looking at their coaches when that ball was snapped, so they got away with one there. 3rd and 3 or 4.
Now 3rd and 3 from the 49. 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. As Bojorquez to throw. Looks over the middle, and that one's tipped.
Alex's pass is incomplete,
That one
intended for number
getting
4,
a hand
Evan
on it was
Talbot.
Karsten Stewart. Talbot was the intended receiver, and good defense from Snow Canyon forces another 4th down.
That's a really good play by Stewart there. I thought when the ball was thrown, he was going to take that the other way. Just barely out of his reach, but a good stop again by Snow Canyon. And anytime you're in a playoff game, there's a little more
back to receive for the
nervousness,
Warriors,
a little more
number
pressure,
4,
and every
Easton
series
Nowotski,
counts. It
and
feels
number
like it
8,
counts
Karsten
more than
Stewart.
it does in a regular season. So Snow Canyon's hanging in there.
Curtis on to punt once more. This one a high kick. It's going to land at about the 11-yard line, takes a Spartan bounce down near the 6. And it'll be a long field this time for Snow Canyon as they'll come back
Great
out.
punt by Dylan Curtis.
31 seconds to go in our opening
Ball
quarter.
is down on
You
the
like to
Warriors'
see your
6-yard line where they'll
kick
begin their
returner, your
drive,
punt
1st and
returner
10.
come up and make a fair catch there. I would say in a normal high school game, if you don't come up and make that catch, you lose about 50 or 60 yards a game by not coming up and fair catching that. And on the other side, we saw Murray make that fair catch and save that bounce and roll. So backed up in their own end zone. See what Snow Canyon can do coming out of the
94-yard field here for the Warriors. 1st and 10 from the 6. So they'll send
and off to
Westbrook
number 9.
in motion and fights his way out to the 9-yard
Brought down by
line.
number 85, Easton Horman.
And that might do it for our first quarter. We'll see if the Warriors want to run one more play here.
Little fly sweep action there. It's incumbent on your tackle to be able to reach block on that defensive end. He did a nice job up top. Picked up 3 or 4 yards. That's a good start to a series. It looks like we're going to run the quarter out.
And that'll do it for the opening quarter here. A defensive stalemate
Intermountain
between
Sports
these two
Medicine
teams in the
at
first
Tosh
round
is
of the
proud to
4A
serve as the
playoffs.
official
12 minutes in
medical
the books.
provider for our
No
Murray
score here from
Spartans.
Murray High School. We'll be
Their
back
team
with the
of
second quarter in
athletic
just a
trainers,
moment here on
physicians,
KSL Sports
and
Rewind.
physical therapists wish tonight's participants.
A good job keeping his eyes downfield. Just a little better defensive play that time, and Murray makes a stop. But again, from where they started to where they're at now, I think that's not a bad possession for Snow Canyon.
Back to receive for the Spartans, number 3, Spencer Bushman, and number 80, Carson Davis.
So back to kick is Lopez, second time today. Bushman waiting for the kick, and that's a short kick. Takes a Warrior bounce all the way to the 40. Bushman's going to field it and gets through the first wave of defenders and out to the 47-yard line. So a net of about
Fielded
7
by number
yards
3,
there
Spencer
for the
Bushman,
Spartans,
tackled
and
by
a
number
familiar
49
spot
of
for
the
Murray so
Warriors,
far. They've gotten to
Parker
this section
Olsen.
of the field on every possession, but they haven't really gotten past midfield so far tonight on offense.
Spartans will begin on their own 47-yard line.
See if they get a
1st and
person
10.
involved here. I like the matchup up front for Murray if they run the ball.
So they'll start at their own 47, 1st and 10 Murray. 4 wideouts in the formation with person in the backfield.
Light box, it's run formation.
Fake handoff, throw near side.
Alex's pass is complete to number 4, Evan
wrestled down
Talbot.
right at the line of scrimmage, getting in there for the Warriors.
Brought down by number
ends.
21.
It's kind of a weak side receiver screen where they send the tackle out to pick up the corner. He just wasn't able to make the block, and good play down there for Snow Canyon to get a stop there.
No gain there, brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, you got a light box. You only got 5 guys in the box.
Send a man in motion, and they'll hand off to Person.
Hand off to number 2,
got
Sam
room up the
Pearson.
middle, and should have it
Up
up
the
for
middle.
a first down. Picks up 11.
Brought
a
down
big
by
gain for
number
number
16,
2.
Joseph Smith.
Yeah,
but
I
not
like that
before
play call.
Spartan, first down.
Anytime you've only got 5 guys in the box, you outnumber the defense, and so you should, especially with the powerful run game that Murray has, continue to just exploit that mismatch.
Hand off
First and
again
10.
to number 2,
They'll hand it
Sam
off to
Pearson.
Person, and Person's got about another 4
Brought
yards
down by
on
number
first down.
24, Max Reynolds.
Little GT counter there where the left side guard and tackle both pull. Everybody else down blocks. Good job there.
Brings 2nd and 6.
First time we've felt a little momentum offensively from Murray. I like their run game. I think
We've got a 1,000-yard rusher. Say, Person comes in tonight with just over 1,200 yards rushing so far this season as he gets a carry on the 3rd straight
Hand
possession.
off again
He's
to
got
number
another
2,
first
Sam
down
Pearson.
as he's near the 30, and the Spartans starting
Brought
to
down
figure
by
it out
number
here on
9,
offense.
but not before another Spartan, first down.
Person did a really nice job there. A little different look defensively that time from Snow Canyon. They had 7 in the box, and Person broke the first tackle and dragged the second tackler, would-be tackler, another couple of yards for the first down.
7:15 and counting to halftime here. Murray on the move, 1st and 10 from the 31 now. And again, they'll fake the handoff this time and brought down in the backfield. That is number
Key by
31,
Connor
Kaden
Whitehead.
Kelly in the backfield for Snow Canyon. Loss of about 6 on that one.
Second really nice play
Tackle
by
for a
Kelly
loss.
tonight. I like that. You run Person 3 times, pick up yards, then a little play action or a quarterback fake. But they are set up for play action. You've got Snow Canyon loading the box. Those safeties are down, looking to stop the run.
2nd and 16 here. Warriors showed pressure there for just a moment.
Looks like they moved the back over to pick up that blitz.
It's Bajorquez. Going to take a shot deep, but it's underthrown and intercepted. Backing
Alex's
on the
pass
other
is
way,
it.
Carson Stewart.
Intercepted by number 8, Carson
Weaving
Stewart.
his way through and out to about the 35, and a big defensive stop for Snow Canyon.
Really nice job defensively by Snow Canyon to make that play. Carson Stewart has looked good all game, and it just looked like Bajorquez, his elbow dropped a little bit when he threw that, and the ball floated on him.
So as the Spartans were looking to move there, Snow Canyon gets the interception for Carson Stewart. That's going to be his 2nd interception of the season. Had 1 in the regular season for the Warriors. And they'll start 1st and 10 on offense from the 37.
Pretty good field position here for Snow Canyon. 6 minutes left in the half. You're thinking run 4 minutes off the clock and get a score here.
1st and 10, Lounsbury takes it
Keep
himself
by number 12,
and right into the
Brody.
arms of Aiden Springer.
Brought down
Able
by
to get
number
about
10,
1,
Josh
maybe
Zulo.
2 yards on that carry.
He set up, he dropped. It's almost a quarterback draw look where he drops, sets the pass, and then runs the ball. But Zolo didn't bite. It was a nice defensive play there by Murray. Still, 2-yard pickup. I like that Snow Canyon uses their quarterback. It really puts the defense at a disadvantage. Sorry.
Lounsbury, of course, the leading rusher on this team as well, had 311 rushing yards on the season as he takes it himself on 2nd and long. And
Keep again
he's
by
got
Brody.
the first down past midfield. And a tough run for Lounsbury. The
Brought down
sophomore
by
gets
number
into the
19,
48.
Anthony Thompson.
Another really good job
Result
there
of the play
by
is a Warriors first down.
the offensive coordinator making a play call, pulls that linebacker out with the back out of the backfield motion, and quarterback fills that hole with a run.
Able to pick up 14 on that one, and we have movement on the line.
Flag on the
It'll be
play.
offside on the Spartans.
Encroachment against the defense.
You know, you never know what's going to happen in a
5-yard
playoff
penalty,
game.
Replay first down.
Even though on paper you look at it, Murray is definitely the favorite in this game, but Snow Canyon, they've taken advantage of a couple of mistakes by Murray, found something that's working in the run game and taking advantage of it.
5 minutes to go here in our second quarter. 1st and 5 here from the 43-yard line. Fake handoff, quick throw over the far side. Johnson gets out of a tackle. It's got
Brody's
first down
pass
and
is
more.
complete to number 2,
to about the
Cale Johnson.
28-yard line. Another chunk play here for the Snow
Forced
Canyon
out of bounds
offense.
by number
And now the
15,
Warriors
Tyler
on the
Whiteman.
attack.
I love the effort by J.T. Westbrook on the outside. Anytime you can get a wide receiver to make a block, it's a 10-yard block because there's nobody else out there.
Picks up 14 thanks to that block, and it brings a new set of downs here for Snow Canyon. 4 wideouts this time for Lounsbury. Send the back in motion. Lounsbury over the mill's got Joseph Smith.
Brody's pass is complete to number 16.
Down to about the 11.
Joseph Smith brought down by
and
number
the Warriors
7,
in the red zone for
Lucas
the second
Barrett.
time today.
Seen that play again. They motioned the back out, pulled that backer. I think Murray expected the quarterback to run the ball again. He just was patient and waited for Smith to get into the void in that middle of the defense. It's a good throw.
Pick up a 17 on that one. 1st and 10 from the 12. Lounsbury checks it down. Joe Max Smith's got it out to about
Brody's
the 10.
pass is complete to number 16, Joseph Smith, brought down by number
they'll spot him at the
25,
10-yard line, pick up a
Matar.
3.
Thought he was going to run the ball there, and he saw Smith right at the last second and dropped it off to him. And, you know, this
Brings
is the
up
kind of drive
2nd
that
and 8.
really gives your team confidence. Anytime you pick up yards on every single play, gets the defense on their heels, you get some confidence, and now they're in the red zone. Second time they've been down to the 10-yard line. See if they can capitalize.
7th play of the drive here for Snow Canyon, 2nd and 7. A flag flies at the snap.
Flag on the play.
Will be a false start on the
False
Warriors.
start against the Warriors. 5-yard penalty, replay, 2nd down.
Kind of the same thing happened when we were the first quarter and they had the ball down low. They made a mistake, backed them up. Now they're behind the chains a little bit. What you see defensively, typically when you get this close to the end zone, is you're going to get the defense selling out to stop the run, and you're going to have man coverage on the outside. That's what they had. They had the matchup and the look they wanted, just unable to stay on sides.
They'll back it up to the 15-yard line, 2nd and 13. Lounsbury rolls to the right, throws behind his receiver.
Brody's pass is
That one
incomplete.
intended for
number 9, J.T. Westbrook, broken up
That
by
was
number
Thompson
19, Anthony Thompson.
in coverage
Brings
for
up a
Murray, and they'll bring up 3rd and long here for Snow
down.
Canyon.
Good look defensively by Murray. They sat back into a zone. They expected, I think, that Snow Canyon was to throw the ball. They rolled to the strong side. Numbers were in Murray's favor. That way, that play, they did a good job. Now you got 3rd and 13.
Timeout.
And we'll see a timeout called by the Warriors. We'll take the timeout
Another
as well.
proud sponsor of
3:25 to go
Murray
to
High School
halftime.
Athletics.
It's still no
Wasatch Pro
score, but the
Fitness
Warriors
Supply
on the
offers
door.
pricing 20 to 40% less than retail every.
Welcome back. 3:25 remaining in our second quarter. Still no score between Snow Canyon and Murray, but the Warriors with a 3rd and long here in the red zone. And a blocked field goal the last time they were down here. Would like to cash in on this drive.
Yeah, it's really important they get points on the board here. There's been a little bit of a soft spot in the middle of the Murray secondary. Smith's at tight end. You may look to him on a bend route right in the middle of the field.
Need to get to the 2 for the first down as they little trickeration on the reverse.
Pitch to number 9.
Up to the near side, gets to the 10, and we got a flag down as he's out of
Forced out
bounds,
of bounds by
9.
number 4, Evan Talbot.
They're going to get Stewart for a hold on the outside,
Flag
it
on
looks
the
like.
play.
So this one might be coming back for the Warriors. See what the Spartans want to do here. It would be about 4th and about 7.
To me, I'd back him up, force him to kick a longer field goal. Yeah, that's a tough call. Stewart, it looked to me like he had his hands inside, and when you have to maintain a block for that long, it's really a tough ask. And most of the time, the official's going to look at it and throw the flag, unfortunately. But I like the effort against Stewart's made some great blocks on the outside.
3rd down.
So the penalty backs him up to the 20-yard line. It's a spot foul on the hold. So it'll be 3rd and about 18, if my math is correct. Need to get to the 2 for a first down. 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. And it's Lounsbury to throw. Fires for the end zone. Out there is Stewart.
Brody's pass is incomplete.
And incomplete. That was Spencer Bushman in coverage, and it brings up
intended for number 8 and broken
ball
up
just
by number
floated on
3,
him a little
Spencer
bit. The wind's
Bushman.
behind him.
Brings
Kinda
up
got the nose
4th
of the ball up,
down.
and the ball just kind of carried. We'll see if they can't come away. We got about a 37-yard field goal, looks like.
Yep. So Allred
Getting
will come
set
out.
to kick the field goal
Yeah,
for the Warriors,
37-yarder.
number 41, Ammon Allred.
Dave just mentioned he does have 2 from this distance that he's made so far this season. He's 3 for 3 on field
37-yard
goals,
attempt.
but coming in tonight.
See if they can clean up that protection on this right side.
Trying to get the first points of the night. And kick is away. It's trending left, and it's no good.
The field goal is no good.
So 2 red zone trips, no points
We would
for the
also
Warriors
like to
tonight.
thank
We
Little
stay
Caesars Pizza
scoreless
for their
late here in the
support of
second
Murray High
quarter.
School athletics. Little Caesars, the best take-home pizza chain that provides
kinda dodged the bullet
extraordinary
again.
value,
The ball- the
great
9
tasting
first and
products,
goal.
and outstanding people.
Couple of penalties
Come pick up
pushed
a
them
pizza
back.
today.
Snow Canyon's just got to take advantage of those opportunities because it's a playoff game, and you just don't have those opportunities very often.
So we stay 0-0, 0-0 for our soccer fans at home. Of course, the girls' soccer championship game's going on just a little bit south of us, down in Sandy, over at America First Field. This
And off to
person
number 2,
gets
Sam
the
Pearson.
carry on first down at about the 24-yard line, picks up 4.
I like giving him the ball. Person runs hard. You've got plenty of time. Just under 3 minutes left in the half. Plenty of time to run the ball.
He averages about 21 carries a game for the Spartan offense. It's clock running with 2:35 to go. They'll send a man in motion here on second down. Hand it off to Person
number 2,
again.
Sam
Ball's
Pearson.
out. Snow Canyon's got it. Still on his feet is Smith.
Recovered by number 16, Joseph
And
Smith.
Joe Max Smith come right place, right
Brought down
time
by
for
number
Snow Canyon.
77, Alex
And the second
Huggins.
turnover of the night for this Snow Canyon
The
defense.
Snow Canyon stepping up defensively. Smith had
Fix and Flip Flooring
Person
is a
had picked
proud
up
sponsor of
8,
Murray
9
football.
yards
A
on the
Shaw
carry,
and
and then
Mohawk
just a
dealer,
good
as
job by
well
Snow
as
Canyon
importers
stripping
serving
the ball, and
residential
Smith picks it
commercial
up.
flooring throughout the
Snow
Wasatch
Canyon's back
Front.
in business.
Thank you, Fix and
Now
Flip
they've got to
Flooring.
score.
They are just outside of the red zone to start this one. They'll start at the 22-yard line, but how about being opportunistic for Snow Canyon tonight? The Spartans looked like they were going to put points on the board in the last drive. They get the interception. Then that last moment, right place, right time for Smith, picks up the fumble opportunity.
That's how underdogs win playoff games, is they take advantage of the turnovers and the opportunities that they create. See if they can't do it here.
So be first and 10 from the 22, 2:22 on the clock as Lounsbury going to throw for the end zone. Westbrook jump ball incomplete.
Brody's pass is
Broken up
incomplete, intended for
by
number 9.
number 3, that's
Broken
Bushman.
up by number 3,
That's
Spencer
been
Bushman.
an active battle over here on the near side as that one incomplete and Bushman gets another pass breakup.
Yeah, Snow Canyon really must like that matchup, but Murray's done a good job defensively on that go route. There's been a hole again on that last look. Their number 3 receiver was wide open, running right down the middle of the field. Little different look this time. Cover 2.
Check it over
Brody's
to
pass
Esplin,
is
and that one's
incomplete, intended for
incomplete.
number 22, Kale Esplin.
And that'll bring up 3rd and 10 from the 22.
That time Murray was sitting
Brings
in a
up
cover
a
2
third
zone.
down.
Pretty good job defensively, just rallying the ball. They stayed in their zones. They saw the ball, kept it in front of them, and did a good job rallying. Even though it was an incomplete pass, had he caught that, I don't think there was much room to run.
So we'll see the Warriors draw up here, 3rd and 10. They need the 12 for a first down. They've got 4 wideouts with Esplin in the backfield.
Man coverage.
Spartans show pressure. They rush 4. Lounsbury getting out of it, checks it down,
Brody's
and
pass is
Smith
complete to number 16,
only gets
Joseph
about
Smith.
4. It'll be 4th down again here for Snow Canyon. Do they
Pushed out
go
of bounds
for
by
it
number
after
10, Josh Zulo.
2 unsuccessful
Brings
field
up
goal
a
attempts?
4th down.
See if they bring on the field goal team or if they go for it. I don't see the kicker coming out.
It'll be 4th and 7, and the offense will stay out for Snow Canyon with 2:06 to go. And
Reset the play clock.
Reset the play clock here. So big play here for the Warriors, trying to get on the board before halftime. Esplin in motion, Lounsbury to throw. Fires over the middle, got his man inside the 10. That's
Brody's
a first
pass
down.
is complete to number 9,
with another
JT
catch.
Westbrook.
I love that play call. They've tried to go over the top on this weak side 3 or 4
Tackled
times.
by number 3, Spencer
That
Bushman.
time he sat down, curled it up at 10 yards. A good throw. On time. Good play there.
Of a
We
player
have a
down on the
down
field.
lineman for Snow Canyon. That's Lynn Corthran. That's down at about the 25. They'll come out to take a look at the injured Warrior. We'll take a break here on KSL Sports Rewind. 2 minutes to go here in our first half. Welcome back. Lynn Corthran able to get off under his own power.
Snow Canyon needs to move the ball forward. This is the 3rd time now they've been inside the 10-yard line. Both of the other situations, they jumped off sides. So they've got to move the ball downhill here. And really, you want to run as much of this clock out as you can before you score.
So clock running under 2 minutes now to go. 4 wideouts here for the Warriors. 1st and goal from the 8. Lounsbury to throw. Checks it down. Esplin's got it, and he's got the
Brody's
touchdown.
pass is complete to
Snow
number
Canyon on the board
22,
first.
Kel Esplin.
Nice throw there by Lounsbury. What a good play call. Back
For
out.
Warriors touchdown.
Nice play.
So the check down pass to Cale Esplin, the feature back for the Warriors offense. And it cashes off. 3rd time the charm tonight for Snow Canyon as they've
Attempting
put
the
6
point
up on
after
the board.
number 41.
Really gutsy
And
call to
the
go for it on 4th and 7. And a good play call running the 10-yard stop route paid off for him.
So all red on for the extra point. And that one up. And it is good. And with 1:47 to play
Point
here
after
in
is
our
good.
opening half. We're almost to halftime, David. 7-0 our score. A defensive battle, but we finally see some points tonight.
Let's go!
Murray, one of the top scoring teams in the state this season in 4A. They've scored 50 points a number of times this year. Shutout in the first half. I don't think anybody saw this coming.
Yeah, Murray, one of the top, well, as you mentioned, just has had no problem scoring, especially as of late, a couple of the games that they've had against some of the bottom teams in their region. Able to put up over the last couple of years, 58 points last week against Cottonwood. Had 51 3 weeks ago against Tooele. So the Spartan offense will
Back to
have about
receive
a
for
minute
the
47
Spartans,
to try and
number
answer
7,
that
Lucas
touchdown.
Barrett.
The Spartans will get the kickoff to start the second half, but they would love to see some points here before the half.
Getting set to kick. For the
Ideal
Warriors,
situation
number
would be they
41,
score
Ammon Allred.
at the end of the half and then score again to start the second half. But thus far, other than one drive, Murray hasn't really been able to move the ball.
As Allred kicks this one away, and then it'll make the end zone for a touchback.
Touchback.
So it'll
Spartans
be an
will
80-yard
begin
field for
on their own
Bajorquez and the
20-yard line.
offense. With
First and
1:46 to go, still all 3 timeouts at the disposal of head coach Dalton Dunn in this Murray Spartan offense.
And if you get a not necessarily a prevent defense, but where you get a light box against Snow Canyon, there's no reason not to give Person the ball and let him run. You've still got plenty of time. You can stop the ball on first downs. You've got your 3 timeouts.
So we'll see what they do. 4 wideouts this time. Bajorquez, pass near sides, caught
Alex's
by Talbot,
pass is
and
complete
he's
to
going
number 4, Evan
backwards.
Talbot.
Good pressure from Snow Canyon. The defense has
Tackled
been
by
everywhere
number
tonight.
21,
Ryder
Ryder
with the
Entz.
tackle for loss there, and we should get a timeout here.
You really want that stop route to get to about 6-7
Timeout.
yards before you start coming back to the ball. Those DBs are dropping. As long as you're as long as the receiver's pushing down the field, you're going to get that DB to drop. So even though you just want to get a completion and pick up yards, you've got to run at least a 6-7 yard route for that to be effective.
So timeout on the field. We'll keep it here for this one, Dave. How about the Snow Canyon team? They drove up this morning to come up here. Not a short drive up here to Salt Lake County from St. George, and they've shown up so far here in this first half.
Yeah, they're not intimidated. They're taking advantage of what Murray's given to them, and defensively they've made some really huge plays.
So out of the timeout, got a bunch formation on the right side. 4 down linemen for the Warriors. 2nd and 11 here with 1:33 to go.
They're taking away the strong side.
Bojorquez gonna take a deep shot, and it's intercepted again. And guess who? It's Carson
Alex's pass
Stewart,
is
second
intercepted
pick of
by
the night.
number 8,
And
Carson
he'll go
Stewart.
down near midfield. He had 1 interception in the season. He's got 2 tonight, and a 3rd turnover by the Murray offense tonight.
It looked like at the start of the play that Bojorquez had this single coverage on this weak side. Stewart did a great job of flying over the top. The ball got hung up a little bit in the air into the wind. Again, they make a nice play, and there's plenty of time to get the ball in the end zone again. Snow Canyon's got to feel really good about where they're at right now.
Yeah, the only 26 seconds comes off the clock there, so the Warriors with 2 timeouts and 1:20 of clock time here. Have a 52-yard field in front of them to try and go up 2 scores before the halftime break. 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the near. Sophomore quarterback, Brody Lounsbury. Good pocket, dumps it over
Brody's
middle,
pass
and
is complete
Johnson's
to number
got
2 of the
maybe
Warriors,
4
brought
yards.
down by number 10, Josh Zulo.
Good start to the drive. Still got plenty of time. No need to get in too big of a hurry.
Pick up a 3 on that one, 2nd and 7. Clock running now at 1 minute to go. Spartans show pressure. Warriors able to pick it up. Now Lounsbury rolls out. Spartans in pursuit, and Lounsbury just gets rid of it.
Brody's pass is
Now bring up
incomplete.
3rd down.
Good
Brings
job
up a
defensively there by
3rd
Murray. Nobody was
down.
open. Snow Canyon was looking to press the ball down the field. Murray's dropping their guys deep. They're giving up these underneath routes. I wouldn't be surprised if Snow Canyon goes back to that 10-yard curl route on this weak side.
So 49.5 seconds to go. 3rd and 7 here for Snow Canyon. As Lounsbury needs to tie his shoes. Looks like he's ready to go. Lounsbury on
Brody with the key.
QB run, and it
Met
goes
in the
nowhere.
backfield by number
That's
15, Tyler Whiteman.
Tyler Whiteman with the stop. They bring up 4th down, and a timeout's called, I believe, by the Spartans, and it is.
Timeout, Spartans.
So the Warriors unable to do anything with the ball here. They'll most likely bring the punt unit out.
Fantastic play by Whiteman on that far side. He's had a really nice game defensively for Murray. We haven't called his name this quarter yet, but another really good play. They haven't been able to run to his side the whole night.
Say, credit the Murray defense. They haven't really allowed Snow Canyon outside of maybe 2 or 3 plays to really run the football. Most of the attack that the Warriors have had has been through the air so far here in this one.
Yeah, 3 big turnovers by the Murray offense, and like you said, Murray's defense is playing a really good game. They've been in a tough spot all night, and other than the 1 score that they've given up, they've done a nice job of stopping that run game by Snow Canyon.
So Lopez and the punt team out for Snow Canyon. Bushman will be back to receive this one for the Spartans. So 43 seconds left here.
See what kind of return Murray can get.
Lopez able to get this one away. Spiraling kick to be fielded and immediately wrestled down by Isaiah Thompson on the far side. Right place, right time for
Spencer
Snow
Bushman
Canyon.
with the reception.
No gain on that punt return.
I like Bushman. He comes up and he catches the punt, and it's a scary thing when
Spartans
that ball's
will
up in the
begin
air and you feel the heat
on their
coming
own
down the field.
18-yard line, 1st
He
and
didn't
10.
even blink, and even though he got tackled immediately, had he let that ball bounce, they're inside their 10-yard line.
Is that a situation where you would more likely like to see him make the fair catch instead of trying to
Definitely.
make something?
You definitely want to see the fair catch, but catch the ball regardless of whether it's a fair catch or not. And he's a fearless player. I like his attitude. He's saved him probably 40 or 50 yards already this half.
So 34.6 left to halftime. 1 timeout left for the Spartans. 1st and 10 on the 18, and this one will be coming back a little more. False start.
Flag on the play, false start.
Phil Holland in at quarterback for Murray.
5-yard penalty, replay, first down.
It makes you wonder. I know that we talked about Bajorquez had a separated shoulder.
Yeah,
you
separated
wonder
shoulder earlier in the season.
If that has anything to do with those balls that he's thrown that have been a little bit short.
So Phil Holland, the junior's in there. He does have time at quarterback this season. Played most of the game against Cottonwood last week.
Great call.
As the screen pass too high
Phil's
for
pass is
Person
incomplete, intended for number 2, Graham Pearson.
What a great play
Brings
call.
up second down.
He had all sorts of room to run. He just overthrew the back. Person was going to run for days on that.
He had a convoy on that far side.
Really good call.
So the incomplete screen pass brings up 2nd and 15, 29.5 to go.
Oh, they're bringing it. They're bringing it.
The Warriors jump off side, so look at the 5 yards
Flag
back.
on the play, encroachment against the Warriors.
Got some jumpy lines so far.
5-yard penalty,
both
replay,
teams.
second down.
Yeah, it's a little bit sloppy. Not too bad. You haven't seen any big penalties other than the hold, but enough 5-yard penalties allowed up.
So put it back at the original line of scrimmage, the 18-yard line, 2nd and 10. Trips to the left, one to the right. There's Holland going to hand this off to Person, and he gets maybe 2 yards before, and a flag flies after that hit.
By number 31, there is a flag on the play.
That was Joe Max Smith on the tackle.
So I think they're going to get a helmet-to-helmet, and that's a 15-yarder plus a first down. The clock stops. So Murray's still got a chance to get something for something to happen in this half.
Well, and then we do have to say we're in the territory where after this 15-yard penalty, the referees are discussing it here, where we may see Dylan Curtis go for a long field goal here.
Into the wind. They're going to need to get at least to the 35, I think. So if they can pick up 25, 30 yards over the next 2 plays, they've got a timeout still left. Once you get to the first down, the clock stops. You can get up on the ball, and you practice that in your 2-minute offense. So it's still a definite possibility. You want to save that timeout to get that kicker out on the field.
So let's see what the call is from our officiating crew tonight. And it is the personal foul
targeting against
Snow
the Warriors.
Canyon.
15-yard penalty.
So that'll
First
spot
down.
the ball all the way to the 35-yard line for the Spartans.
See if they can get 30 yards in the next couple of plays, give their kicker a chance to come in and put some points on the board.
Say they are going into the wind, so they would need to get to probably at least the 40 to get into Curtis's field goal range. He does have the state record this season with a 63-yarder. Don't think that's probably possible into the wind, though.
Yeah, that's a big ask.
Send Person in motion, and now
Connor Whitehead with the keep.
On the direct snap, and there he goes. He's got blockers on the near side. Out test the 40, into the 30, and a big gain for the Spartans as Whitehead
Force out of bounds.
has the carry, but there's a flag
on the play.
back
I love that play
35.
call. What a great play call. Great execution.
Oh, my
Just somebody
goodness.
got
Holding against the
a
Spartans.
little aggressive in the hold, so that's probably going to be tough to
10-yard
get any
penalty from
points.
the spot of the foul.
And with all the time
Replay
that came
first
off
down.
on the big play, that might kill it for the Spartans. There's only 8 seconds left.
Really good play call there by Murray. Unfortunate that you get the hold there in the middle of the field. It looked like it was on the nose guard. 52 was claiming he got held for quite a while, throwing his hands up in the air. So
the
I
big
didn't
run,
see the actual hold. I just saw the play acting.
Yeah. So back it up all the way to the 25-yard line, and a timeout's going to be called by Snow Canyon here. So what a
Timeout
turn of
Warriors.
events here, David. So we saw what looked like it was going to put Murray well in field goal range. It's a hold that brings them all the way back to the 25 with 8 seconds here. Now Snow Canyon takes a timeout, maybe thinking opportunistic on defense maybe one more time here.
If I'm Murray, I'm going to run the clock out.
Okay.
I'm not giving anybody a chance to get any points on the board. They haven't been able to throw the ball into the wind this quarter. If it's me, I'm going to run. I'm going to kneel it, or I'm going to hand the ball off up the middle. I imagine that Snow Canyon's going to be in some sort of a prevent defense.
So they need to go 75 yards in 8 seconds. timeout doesn't really do you any good at this point. So we'll see what the Spartans like to do. They can put 4 wideouts in the formation. It'll be Whitehead in at quarterback, usually in that Wildcat formation. And as Dave mentioned, going to run this clock out.
They didn't even start the clock, though. Well, there it goes.
And there it goes. And that'll end a defensive battle of the first half.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Here
that is
to
the
kick
end
off
of the
the 4A
first
state
half.
tournament.
Murray Spartans 0,
We had the second half,
Warriors 7.
7-0 Snow Canyon. Dave, your thoughts on that first half?
Well, Snow Canyon's got to feel really good about having the lead and having stopped this really tough Murray offense. If I'm Murray, I'm going to go in and I'm going to tell my kids, look, we've got to get back to who we are and pound the ball.
So that'll do it for the first half here from Murray High School. 24 minutes in the books, 24 to go at the half. It is the Snow Canyon Warriors 7 and the Murray Spartans 0. We'll be back in about 15 minutes with your second half. Don't go anywhere. You're watching the 4A state tournament opening round action here on KSL Sports Rewind. All right, welcome back, football fans. Getting ready to start our second half between Snow Canyon and Murray, our opening round of the 4A football playoffs. Matt Coma, Dave Harrison with you today. And not exactly what we were predicting in that first half, Dave. Snow Canyon, credit the defense. They've come out and been opportunistic. 3 turnovers in that first half, and they have a 7-0 lead.
They've really done a nice job of taking advantage of the Murray mistakes. And I would expect that in the locker room at halftime, Murray's coaches, that's what they talked about. Take care of the ball, cut down on the mistakes, and I would imagine they're going to run the football a bunch in this second half. Get back, kind of dance with who brung you, right?
Mm-hmm. So the Spartans will get the ball to start our second half here as Ammon Allred's got it teed up. 12 minutes back up on the board, and we are underway, quarter number 3. As a line drive kick hops over the up man. We picked up
Fielded by number 7
by Lucas Barrett, and he gets to about the 15, and that's where Murray will start things off
brought
here.
down by number 49 of the Warriors.
Turnovers in that
Parker
first half.
Olsen.
Say they had Bajorkas for a little bit. Then they put in Phil Holland for the last 2 drives.
Spartans will begin on their own.
Bajorkas is on the sideline, so it looks like
it'll be Holland that'll go back out. No, it'll be number 6. That's Connor Whitehead.
So Connor's kind of their wildcat guy. It looks like they're thinking we're going to run the ball.
Yeah. Him in person in the backfield, 3 wideouts to the left, first and 10, as Whitehead takes it himself and goes nowhere, tripped up
Connor
in the backfield. That's number
31,
50, Hank West, that was back there for the Snow Canyon. They've gotten in the backfield a lot so far here tonight.
That's the down block. The center needs to pick that guy up. They pulled the guard and the tackle on a counter, quarterback counter, and he had all sorts of room to run, but you've got to make that down block to make that play work.
So a loss of about 5 on that one, backs him up to the 10.
Uh-oh.
And the ball is down again. That's turnover number 4 for Snow Canyon.
Fumble on the
First
play
one on it
recovered by
is Trey
number
Vaughn,
7,
and it's
Trey
first
Vaughn.
and goal Warriors.
Just a problem there on the exchange. He trying to get the ball to person, and it almost looked like he was trying to pull it on almost on a zone read type of a play, and they just dropped the ball.
So how about that? 48 seconds in, the Spartans turn it over again, and it'll be first and goal from the 5 here for Snow Canyon. Shortest field of the night. This will be their 4th time in the red zone here tonight. They've had 2 blocked field goals, and then the pass to Esplin for the touchdown.
Ton of pressure on the Murray defense right here to make a stop.
Esplin in the backfield. They'll hand this one off, looking for the corner, diving, and scoring for the touchdown. That is JT Westbrook, and it's 13-0 Warriors.
For Warriors,
I love that play. That's the looks like Andy Reid's offense at Kansas City, where they just pull the tight end, set him in motion just a little bit before the ball is snapped. He got the edge, and really good job reaching the ball into the end zone. So now
getting set to kick.
Murray's got their back against the wall a little bit. They've got to come out and convert this next series.
So Ammon Allred on for the extra point. 1 for 1 in the category tonight. Second attempt's up and is good. And with 11:05 to go, we haven't played a minute
and the kick
of
is
this
good.
half already. A turnover and a one-play drive leads to another
Murray
touchdown.
Spartans.
And it's
Known for elevated
14-0 in
versions
favor of the
classic,
road team
using
tonight.
only the best ingredients. Shake Shack's delicious burgers, chicken, hot
Kind of
dogs,
the story of the
Frozen
game.
custard, and more.
Murray
is the
makes a
perfect
mistake.
post-game
Snow
meal
Canyon
with
takes
family and
advantage.
friends.
And
Stop by the
But
Fast
again,
and
they
Bite
haven't
location
really
after
had
the
to
game for
move the ball
10%
very
off
far
your
down the
order
field. They've had enough
when you
turnovers and
mention
good
Murray High
field
School
possession.
Spartans.
But
So-
look, Murray's not out of this game. Murray has the offense that they can come back and score 14 points without really much problem. They just have to eliminate the mistakes, and hopefully they keep their heads up, their body language stays good, they maintain that confidence that they've built throughout the year,
41,
and they can come out and convert, make something happen. But with the wind at their back, they really need to score points in this third quarter.
So the Warriors will kick this one away. Lucas Barrett back to field this one for the Spartans. As it'll come short, Talbot will field it at about the 15 and gets to the 25 before, again, the Snow Canyon defense gets there.
Received by number 4, Evans
That would
Talbot.
be number 32, Milo
Tackled by
Entz.
number 32
One of the several
Warriors,
ends is on
Milo
this
Entz.
Snow Canyon team, and now the Spartans need to get things
Spartans
going on
will begin
offense
on
here.
their own
After the fourth
25-yard
turnover,
line, 1st and 10.
they'll start from the 25 this time.
A lot of momentum on the Snow Canyon side. You see it in every facet of the game right there on special teams. It's two really good special teams plays they've made. Let's see if they can't convert here.
Whitehead still at
that's a lateral.
That's a lateral pass, and it's picked up by Snow Canyon. Turnover number 5.
Zach
it's a
Condi.
fumble recovery
Recovered in the
touchdown.
backfield.
How about the Snow Canyon defense?
Zach Condi didn't stop
He was also
playing. The
playing the
official put his
Warriors
arm
touchdown.
out. They didn't blow the whistle. It was a lateral. The ball was intended for Person, and Murray just stopped thinking it was an incomplete pass. And once again, Murray kind of just shoots themselves in the foot, and Snow Canyon takes advantage.
The 5th turnover of the night, a backwards pass. Smart play from the Snow Canyon defense to pick it up and take it back for the score. And Murray gets back there a little too early. That'll be offside on the Spartans. But my goodness.
Encroachment against the Spartans.
You know, playoff games are crazy. I've seen lower-seeded teams come in and win football games that on paper they had no business winning. And I'm not saying that they don't have any business winning in this one, but on paper, Murray looked really good. And warm-ups, they looked really good. They're big, they're strong, they run the ball well, they possess the ball well, they make plays defensively, they create turnovers, and yet here we are, a 3-score game, Snow Canyon's up.
Penalty is declined.
And Murray's going to really have to dig deep now. They've got to come up with something right now.
So Allred for the extra point. We've only played a minute 10, and Snow Canyon's put up 14. It's offside again on Murray. And that's Bushman again.
Flag on the play.
Jump the snap. And it is all Snow Canyon right now. See if the Warriors elect to take this one. Oh, false start. They call the motion on the offensive line
against
for
the Warriors.
The Warriors, so they'll back him up 5 yards.
Murray's got Phil Holland warming up, their backup quarterback, on the sideline. So I imagine they're, after the start they've had offensively, going to that Wildcat look, they're going to go back to their traditional look. And still, there's plenty of time. You can't get away from what you're really good at. And there's enough time in the game that they can still run the ball, get back in it. But they've got to believe they can do it, or they're not going to be able to do it.
So Allred misses the extra point. It's wide left. So it stays at 20-0 in what can be considered to be the most craziest minute of high school football we have seen in quite some time.
Yeah, that was wild. And you just never know what's going to happen in high school sports, and especially in playoff football. We'll see if Snow Canyon can maintain this momentum, if they can make a stop defensively and put this thing away. I mean, there's a lot of time left, and Murray's got the team to be able to come back and make this a game. And you never know. You know, you miss an extra point at any point in a football game, and it can come back to bite you. So that's what they need to be concentrating on. Hey, we've got a chance. We can win it with 3 touchdowns.
So it's a 3-score game here. Still 10:50 to play here in our third quarter. As for the third time in this quarter, Edmond Allred will tee this one up and kick it away. Both of them have last 2 kicks only made it to about the 15-yard line where Evan Talbot's been waiting. This one's going to go to the right side, and it will make it to the end zone for the touchback.
Murray got lucky that ball got in the end zone, because if it would have checked up, there wasn't anybody close to the ball. Snow Canyon was all over that. So good break there for Murray. They get the ball at the 20. See what they come out with.
So it'll be Holland to lead out the offense this time. See if the Spartans can get something going. The offense just hasn't clicked tonight for the home team. They've got 3 wideouts to the near. Person in the backfield. He'll take the carry on first down, and he goes right into the teeth of the Snow Canyon defense. They have got all the momentum right now, Dave. They've been stout on the top of that front defensive line.
Kalen Kelly with another good play from his defensive end position for Snow Canyon.
Pickup of 1 on that one, 2nd and 9.
And I'm not sure if the quarterback has the option to pull that on that zone read, but that would have been the read, would to pull that ball.
Now Holland is going to throw. He's got a wide open man at about the 25 as Dax Jensen
pass is complete
picks up a
to number
first down,
5,
picks
Dax
up
Jensen
9.
for a Spartan first down.
Really nice ball there by Holland. Once he hit his 3rd step, threw it out, got the ball out on time, a good route.
Give him 11 on that one, so 1st and 10 from the 32. Holland will hand this one off to Person. Gets kind of pushed forward.
Off to number 2, Sam Pearson.
And he gets about 9 on that first round carry. It looked like he was going to be stopped at the line, but the defensive lineman kind of just pushed him forward.
Yeah, he's a big, strong runner. He's tough to bring down. He looks like the kind of back that kind of gets going later in the game. Once he gets some momentum, wears down that defense a little bit, he becomes more effective.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1, 9:30 and counting in our third quarter. As another fumbled snap, this time the Spartans able to get on it. That one a little high,
on the play
Holland couldn't
recovered
corral
by
it.
number 2, Sam Pearson.
Able to get back on that one. Would have been turnover number 6 tonight for the Murray offense.
Boy, when it rains, it pours.
That is a loss of 5 on that one, back up to the 36-yard line. So 3rd and 6 now for the Spartans. 3 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Warriors rush 5 as Holland goes deep far side, incomplete. That one intended for Carson Davis, and 4th down here for Murray.
4 verticals on a 3rd and 7.
Bill's pass is incomplete.
Tough to complete that.
80,
they're going to be playing. Snow Canyon's been trying to keep everybody in front of them, and they've done a pretty good job. But there are some holes underneath in that defense.
Curtis getting set to receive for the Warriors. Number 4.
Dylan Curtis in the punt team out.
And number 8, Karsten Stewart.
Karsten Stewart is back for the Warriors. They're lined up at their own 10-yard line. They're expecting a big punt here.
They're expecting it to go 70 yards in the air, and I bet if he catches one, he could get that.
He does have the wind at his back as they come looking for it, and he gets it off, and it is a good kick. Fielded at the 15-yard line over there by Stewart, and he'll be wrestled out at about the 30. Picks up 15 on that return.
Tackled by number 40, Tony Rogers.
And Snow Canyon gets the ball back with 8:34. They haven't really had to do much so far in this second half. They had the 1-play touchdown drive. It's been the defense that's been solid so far here in this one.
Yeah, you can't really pin this on the Murray defense. They've done a good job of stopping Snow Canyon's offense. And at this point, you almost have to start taking some chances with your defense where you're loading the box up, you're stripping at the ball, you're trying to get 3 and outs because you can't afford a 5-minute drive at this point by Snow Canyon.
So Lounsbury and the offense go to work at the 30-yard line, 1st and 10. Lounsbury keeps it on the draw and finds his way right up the middle,
Brody.
and he picks up 12 on 1st down.
Lounsbury's really played a nice game, and again, he just
Tackled by number
patient with his
67, Matthew Blackwell.
timing on the run. He waits for the blocks
Resolve of the
to
plays,
get
the
onto their
Warriors
guys
first down.
and picks up good yards, and I like that play call. At this point, if you're Snow Canyon, you want to run the clock every play. You don't want the clock to stop again if you don't have to.
1st and 10 from the 42. Lounsbury in the backfield with Esplin. Spartans show pressure. Here they come. Lounsbury gets it away. Took a hit as he throws. Now it's incomplete, intended for Thompson on the far side.
Brody's pass is incompleted.
Good job defensively that time by Murray. They
Intended for number 6.
They didn't give him. He didn't have much room to make a play there. That's a tough throw.
That was Thompson and Whiteman in the backfield there for Murray. 2nd and 10. Motion in the backfield. They'll hand this one off. Looking for a
And off to
seam
number 9.
is Westbrook, and he gets
Tackled
6
by number 15.
on that carry
Tyler
out to the
Whiteman,
48.
and number 19, Anthony Thompson.
Pretty good block there by Cale
Brings
Johnson.
up a 3rd down.
Just kind of a fly sweep, being led by the back. You pull a guard to get up on the outside linebacker, and a lot of times the quarterback will have the option if the end widens to pull that as well. So they might come back to that again.
3rd and 4 here for Snow Canyon. Need to get to the 48 of Murray for a 1st down. 3 wideouts to the far side. Lounsbury going to keep it himself. Lowers the shoulder at the line. And I think he's got
Quarterback
it.
keep.
That's
right
a tough
at the
run by a
marker.
quarterback. Oh,
Able to lower the shoulder. He's got a 1st down.
Tackled by number 19, Anthony Thompson.
hey, these guys believe. Snow Canyon believes in themselves. You get a sophomore
Warriors
quarterback that
first
puts
down.
his shoulder down to pick up a 3rd down on 3rd and 5 like that. He believes that he's the dude and that they're going to win the game. I like the body language out here.
1st and 10, Snow Canyon. Westbrook in motion. They'll hand this one off to Esplin. And
off
he'll
to
get to
number
the line
22,
of
Cale
scrimmage
Esplin.
no further.
Split zone play there where
Tackled by
the
number 15, Tyler Whiteman. and
offensive
number
line, they're
10,
just
Josh
stepping
Zulo.
towards the side that they're going to run to. The back's looking for a cutback lane. That time Murray did a really good job not giving up anything on the cutback.
I'll bring up 2nd and 10 here for the Warriors. Clock running now to 6:40 and counting. Send Esplin in motion. Pressure's coming. Lounsbury over the middle. Too far. Ahead of it was Westbrook. Had pressure right in his
pass
face
is
was
incomplete,
Lounsbury.
intended for number 9.
Yeah, we've
Broken
seen that
up
play a
by
couple
number
of times.
23,
The
Jeff
first
Hill.
few times we've
Brings
seen that
up a
thrown to Smith in the
3rd
middle of the field.
down.
He was there again. They a nice play call. They had a double A gap blitz. Both linebackers were coming up the middle, a big void in the middle of the field. He just wasn't able to complete the pass.
So that brings up 3rd and 10 now for Snow Canyon here. They'll spread it out with 4 wide receivers. Spartans rush 5. Lounsbury checks it down, and he's got the 1st down and more. Inside the
Brody with the
30
key.
and out of bounds for another big run. And a flag flies late as they may tack another 15 on there for a late hit out of bounds.
Tackled by
We'll
number
see.
25, Bilal Makhtar.
I couldn't tell if that. Oh, it looked like it was 8 on the block out there. Again, downfield blocking. Carson Stewart, he's having himself a ball game, both sides of the ball. And again, you know, when a receiver makes a block that far downfield, it's an extra 10 yards when he makes that block. He's really played a good game tonight.
That was a gain of 26 on that run from Lounsbury. We'll wait to see what the call is here. The flag came in very late.
Looks like they're checking on the quarterback to see if he was okay.
Personal foul.
And it's the late hit out of bounds on Murray.
Against the
So
Spartans.
spotted at the 22, walk it off at half the distance. It'll be at the 11-yard line where Snow Canyon can make it a 4-possession game here as they go for red zone trip number 5 tonight.
Murray's defense has got to sell out. They've got to get a stop here. They've got to get a turnover, a sack, anything they can do to keep Snow Canyon from putting points on the board right here.
The 8th play of the drive here for Snow Canyon, 1st and 10 from the 11. Already up 20-0, looking to go up even more here. Spartans show pressure. Lounsbury, reverse. Far side. Johnson's got it. There's a flag.
On
multiple flags in the backfield. This will be holding.
Tackle by number 25.
Great idea on the play design. They just block in the back. 71 from Snow Canyon. Got the DN number 9 from Murray. And he was just a quarter of the rotation around his body from making a great block.
Against the Warriors.
Hey, that's what Murray needed. That is exactly what Murray needed. Now they've got to build on that. Keep the pressure. They brought 7. They had 7 guys in the box that time. They brought pressure. They forced Snow Canyon to do something they didn't want to do, which was go backward.
That was.
Oh, it looks like they're called. There's. Okay, yeah. I thought they signaled offsetting penalties, but it looks like
so.
And again, at this
21,
point, at this point, Snow Canyon needs to burn clock. There's been a lot of clock stoppage in this quarter. Some incomplete passes that.
So now 1st and 20 now here for Snow Canyon. They'll hand this one off to Esplin, looking to break it outside. Good spin move, and he's near the original line of scrimmage, maybe a yard shy of it. Picks up 9 on that carry.
Tackle by number 15, Tyler Whiteman.
Good job by the offensive line, the right side of the offensive line. They sealed that edge. Murray loaded the box. They had plenty of defenders there. They just lost contain, and a good pickup there for Snow Canyon.
Clock now under 6 minutes to go.
And if I'm calling plays in, I'm telling my quarterback, snap it under 10 seconds. Run as much clock as you can.
Play clock down to 12 at the moment. Now under 10 as Lounsbury takes the snap. Fires over the middle, too high for Caleb Johnson. Incomplete. This brings up 3rd down.
Just a little high. I think if he hits him in stride, he gets into the end zone because he had a trail backer behind him, but nobody out in front. Clock stopped again.
Number 52, Martin Bolden.
And Snow Canyon quickly to the line here. 3rd and 11. They need to get to 2 for a 1st down. Spartans with all kinds of pressure at the line, and they may have jumped, and they did.
Nice job of play acting there by the Snow Canyon guys.
Flag on the play, encroachment against the Spartans, 5-yard penalty, replay.
Well, 5 yards will put it to the 7-yard line, so bring up 3rd and 5 now.
Again, a negative play here by the Murray defense would be good if they can push the ball back, because Snow Canyon hasn't been real efficient on their extra points and the place kicking.
3rd and 6 here for Snow Canyon. As Lounsbury to throw. Pressure's coming. Ball to the corner. Touchdown Warriors. Cale Johnson with the catch.
Passes complete to number 2, Cale Johnson.
They continue to put points on the board here in the 3rd.
Touchdown.
I love the corner route inside the 10-yard line. Usually you're going to get man coverage, and if your slot receivers got a safety on him, it's just a tough ask to get to that corner route. Really nice throw by Snow Canyon, and now we've got a 4-score game.
So Allred will go for the extra point here to make it a 27-point game. As the kick is up. And it's good. 5:21 to go.
Is good.
Here in our 3rd quarter. There are a lot of shocked fans on our side here on the Murray sideline. It is 27-0 in favor of Snow Canyon.
For over 30 years. And are proud to support
the beginning of the game, before the game, there was such good emotion in the crowd here. Murray hasn't been in the playoffs for a few years. They haven't had a winning record for a few years. Coach Dunn's done a fantastic job with his team this year. They've won some big games, put a lot of points on the board. So he's done the things right that he needed to do. The emotion, maybe it got to him a little bit. They were a little nervous. They made some mistakes. But I've seen a 26-0 score turn into a 30-26 score in a high school game before. So it's obviously it's not over, but Murray really needs to start making some plays.
So the Warriors ready to kick this one back off. You got Barrett in the backfield, ready to receive this kick. This one is going to make it over the far side.
He's got to bring it out.
And they got to bring it out. That was carried back into the end zone. And Spencer Bushman, good return. Was a little negative there at the end, but gets out to the 22. Good return there.
Tackle by number 18.
Yeah, he turned a negative into a positive there. He did a good job recognizing that he carried it into the end zone and got back out. So we'll see. You know, that last drive, Lounsbury was fantastic. He ran the ball well. He made some really nice throws, made some good decisions. I like the way that he's progressed throughout this game.
So it'll bring Holland in the offense again. This is the 4th drive of the 3rd quarter here for Murray. The farthest they've made it is the 36-yard line on offense in this half, as that was a direct snap to the wideout on that one. That was going in motion, and it goes nowhere. It goes back actually about 5 yards.
Snow Canyon's defensive ends have been doing a nice job. They haven't given up the edge at all that I can remember throughout the game. The success Murray's had running the ball has been between the tackles.
That was a loss of 4, so 2nd and 14 now. 4 wideouts for Holland. He'll look to throw. Fires over the middle, and it's incomplete. Too high for
pass
Bushman.
is incomplete, intended for number 3, Spencer Bushman.
That was
pressure from Andrew Castro.
Yeah.
Sped him up. He had some open receivers, but didn't quite have time to set his feet and get the ball, and it was a little high.
Easton Nowatzki was the one there to break it up as well on defense for the Warriors. And now 3rd and long here for Murray. Looking to try and get something going offensively here in this quarter. Three wideouts far side. Holland rolls that way. He's going to take a deep shot. Double coverage over there.
Yeah, Snow Canyon's in what we call a cover 3 kick, where they're dropping 3 deep corner, 2 safeties deep on the strong side, and they man up on the backside. Pretty tough to get a guy open deep in that coverage.
That was Evan Talbot that was trying to make the catch there. A little slow to get up. He landed hard on the turf going up to try and get that one. And the punt team back out
for the
Spartans.
Number 17, Dylan Curtis.
Curtis will field this kick around his own 5. The opposing returners are at about their own 25 for this one.
And anticipating 70 yards in the air.
As Curtis is going to check it down. Now he'll elect to kick it. I think he might have been past the line of scrimmage, but either way, it's fielded at about the 18-yard line and going nowhere.
Fielded by number 8.
That was number 5. That's Dax
Tackle by
Jensen.
number 5, Dax Jensen.
Pretty savvy play by Dylan Curtis, the punter there. He came up, he was running it, he made Snow Canyon commit to get up. In the meantime, he gives his coverage chance to get down the field, kicks it away, and you know that's a net 75 yards.
Absolutely has that capability of switching the field for Murray on special teams. So we'll see Snow Canyon back out on the field. They had a 11-play drive that went 70 yards last time out. Took up about 3 or 4 minutes of the clock as well. As, again, Lounsbury takes it himself and able to weave through traffic for another first down. He picks up 12 on that one.
Tackle by number 85, Easton Horman.
And a flag flies late.
There was a flag on the play.
And I think there's some frustration on the Murray sideline here.
I think he felt like his DN got held.
So
Lounsbury did a really nice job there. And again, Murray's defense has got to make a play. They've got to start taking some chances, start to sell out, maybe go into some press man, cover 1, cover 0. look for a turnover. They've got to make something happen.
Unsportsmanlike.
So it's unsportsmanlike on the
Spartans.
Murray. It'll be on the sideline for that one. So they'll tack another 15 yards onto this end of the run. That'll put Snow Canyon almost to midfield.
Nothing worse as a coach when you get a penalty and you hurt your team, and you know he's going to regret it and he feels terrible about it, and you get upset. You just have to control your emotions as a coach, and it's unfortunate, but you know, everything's on the line right now.
Well, and you know it from for your extensive time just being down on the field. How hard is it to keep your emotions in check in a situation like that?
Well, I think when you see a penalty happen that you think is right in front of the official, you want that official to hear you and see what's going on, and it is hard, but you know you learn to control it.
There goes Lounsbury again, another big gain for the quarterback,
First out of bounds,
and the sophomore is running all over the Spartan defense. Let's see where they spot him out. It's at the 31-yard line. That is a gain of about 24 on that one.
Murray was in what they call an eagle front, where you've got a nose guard and two basically your DNs are over the guards, and there was really no outside contain on this weak side, and Lounsbury just bounced it to where the hole was.
So the sophomore getting it done with his legs in this third quarter. Another first down from the 31. This time they'll hand off to Esplin.
Hand off to number 22.
And good defense from the Spartans. A late throw there from
Stood
Whiteman.
up by number 15, Tyler Whiteman, and number 9, Jackson Kachoyan.
Whiteman was the one that the coaches felt got held on the earlier play where the coach was called for unsportsmanlike conduct. He's been playing a really good game.
He's been in the backfield a lot for Murray tonight.
Yeah, he's done a nice job. But again, Murray's still sitting back in their base defense, and Snow Canyon will take as much time off the clock as they can. They know what they're going to get. We've seen a few blitzes throughout the game, but not a ton of pressure from Murray.
Pickup of 1 on that carry for Esplin brings up 2nd and 9. Send Westbrook in motion, handoff to Esplin up the middle, and there's Whiteman again.
Handoff to number 22.
Good hustle there from Esplin, though, able to gain about another 2 yards.
Tackled by number 15, Tyler Whiteman, and number 11, Stockton Hughes.
Picks up about 4 on that one.
Brings up a third down.
I like the play calling. Snow Canyon's just running the ball, picking up what they can, keep that clock rolling.
Need to get to the 21-yard line for a first down. 2.5 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
Murray looks like they're bringing some pressure. They ran a check with me, the Snow Canyon did, so they're getting a play call from the sideline late.
Play clock down to 5 here for Snow Canyon. Send Esplin in motion. Pressure's coming, and Lounsbury checks it down, spins out of a tackle, but good pursuit from the Murray defense. As that, I believe, is number
Tackled
19
in the backfield by number
for the
19,
Spartans. That'll be Anthony
Thompson.
Thompson with the tackle for loss.
Brings
it brings
up
up fourth
down.
Really good job that time by the Murray D. That time they brought some pressure. Made a nice play.
And got some helmet issues on the Murray D line. And it looks like the offense is going to stay out here for Snow Canyon. They'd be kicking into the wind, so it's probably out of field goal range here.
Number 3 receiver in the middle of the field might be there.
4th and 6 here. Lounsbury, and flags fly.
Flag on the
It'll be
play.
false start on Snow Canyon. They'll back up 5 yards.
Yeah, he was looking for his number 3 receiver on a little bend route. We got
False
2
start.
safeties high for the Murray
That's the
defense. He
5-yard
presses the
penalty.
near side
Replay, 4th down.
safety, bends it right in front of him, and he was open.
So now it'll bring up 4th and 11 now here for Snow Canyon. They'll keep the offense out there. Max Reynolds in the backfield this time for the Warriors with 3 wideouts to the right. Play clock down to 5. Lounsbury takes the snap, fires over the middle, incomplete. Good coverage there for the Spartans. There's a flag in the backfield,
broken
though.
up by Spencer Bushman. There is a flag on the play.
And it's a hold on Snow Canyon, so that should be declined, and that'll be a turnover on downs for Snow Canyon, and the Murray offense will come back out.
The Warriors penalty is declined. Turnover on downs.
So the Murray defense stands tall, and they get the turnover on downs. They'll take over from their own 32, trying to get some momentum here and get back into this game.
Yeah, good stop there by the defense. Whiteman did a really nice job. Number 15 defensive end for Murray. Brought a lot of energy. He's not giving up, and we'll see if the rest of that Murray squad can feed off of his energy.
4 wideouts in the formation for Holland. 1st and 10. They'll hand this one off to
Person.
And Person
Pearson
will drag defenders out past the
fighting
40.
His way
He's
forward.
right near the line of gain. See where they give him on the forward progress here.
Never brought down.
He's right at the 42, and it should be enough, and it is for a
Result
first
of the
down.
play is a Spartan first down.
Spartans quickly back to the line. 36 seconds and counting here in our third quarter. They'll give it back to Person.
And off again to number 2,
Able
Sam
to find a
Pearson.
seam for maybe 4 yards before he's stopped there.
Try and get one more play before
Tackled
the
by
end of the
number
quarter.
22, Cale Esplin.
Murray's going to be essentially in a hurry-up offense the rest of the game.
15 seconds here. See if Murray gets one more play off. 2nd and 6. Pass far side. It's going to be caught at about midfield.
Bill's pass is complete to number 80, Carson
That's
Davis.
Carson Davis with a catch, and that will do it for a
Brought down by number
entertaining
10
third quarter
of the
here for
Warriors.
Murray High School. The Warriors put 20 points up on the board, 3 touchdowns in the third quarter for Snow Canyon.
that is
they
the
have
end of the third
a
quarter.
4-score lead going
We
into
would like
the
to
final
thank
quarter of the
Murray
night. Will the
Glass for being a
Spartans
loyal sponsor
not a
of Murray High
comeback, or
School
will Snow
Athletics.
Canyon punch their ticket to
Murray
the next
Glass,
round?
your
We'll
local
find out.
resource for high
Here in the
quality
fourth
glass
quarter, after
products
3, it's
for
Snow
your
Canyon
home or
27
business.
and Murray no score here on KSL Sports Rewind. Welcome back. 12 minutes to go here in our opening round playoff game between Murray and Snow Canyon. Matt Coma, Dave Harrison with you as Spartans with 3rd and about 3.5 here. Trying to get on the board. Low snap. They'll hand off to Persons. Got the
And
first
off
down.
to number 2, Sam Pearson.
And Dave, you mentioned right before the quarter ended there, it's going to have to be hurry-up offense the whole way here for Murray.
Tackled by
They're getting
number
momentum
52,
running the
but
football,
not
but the
before
clock's not on their side.
Spartan first down.
Yeah, well, with the first down, the clock didn't stop. So the clock operator lost his side at least 10 seconds right there. Anytime there's a first down, the clock ought to stop.
They'll
And off
keep
again to
handing
number
it
2,
to
Sam
Person,
Pearson.
and he picks up 5, maybe 6 on that one. Give him 5 for 2nd and 5. And yeah, Murray just hurrying up to the line.
5-yard run brings up 2nd and 5.
The Spartans have yet to find the red zone tonight. As they'll give this one back to Person, looking for the edge. And good pursuit from Snow Canyon. Number 86.
And off to Sam.
Drew LaFerre.
There's a flag on the play.
And a flag flies late on that one.
Snow Canyon that time defensively brought everybody down into the box. Their safeties were playing at about 4 or 5 yards is all. They're playing to stop the run. They know Murray's been successful the last couple of plays. Person's coming out of the game now, so.
Well, he's ran the ball, 5 times in the last
Personal
30
foul
seconds.
against the Warriors.
And a personal foul is called on Snow Canyon after the end of the play. So that gives the Spartans a
15-yard
new set of
penalty.
downs, and it puts them knocking on the
Spartan
door of the red
first
zone
down.
at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, anytime you can pick up 15 yards with the clock stop, it's a good play.
Looked like it was going to maybe be a loss of 1 or 2. Instead, it's the personal foul call that gives them a fresh set of downs. So Dave mentioned Persons not in there, and taking that carry was Connor Whitehead. And
Both outside linebackers came that time for Snow Canyon. They're selling out to stop the run. I think every time they see 6 in the game, they realize that's their
The Warriors.
Wildcat. They're pinching that to force the play in the backfield.
Person still on the sideline here, as it'll be Whitehead in the backfield. Lost a 2 on that one as Holland looks to throw. Is going to throw the deep shot. And a lot of contact here on the near side. The flag
but there
flies.
is a flag on the play.
That'll be pass interference on Snow Canyon.
I like that play call. I saw pregame they were practicing that. It's a little rub route where you've got just a switch route where the outside guy comes in, the slot comes off his route, runs a wheel route up the sideline. The defense looked pretty good there, but whereas it's underthrown and the defender turns around or doesn't turn around to look for the ball and the receiver slows down, it's a really tough ask for a defender to stop there. So a couple of big penalties.
15-yard penalty.
So spotted at the
Result of the play, the
14-yard line
Spartans
now.
first down.
Be another first down. First time in the red zone tonight for Murray.
A little life for the Murray offense. And again, they're getting press man coverage. They're going to stop the run. They're going to force Murray to beat them in the air down here at the red
Everybody
zone.
in the box for Snow Canyon. Here they come as they hand off to Person. And he's able to drag
off to
defenders
Sam
for
Pearson.
maybe about 5 yards there, down to the 10.
Yeah, that's a good pickup. Anytime you've got the
number 8,
box loaded up like
2.
that and you can still pick up 5 yards, that's a good job by the offensive line.
They've got 8 in the box now for Snow Canyon on this play, and Person and a flag flies.
Too many men on the
Head
field.
off again to number 2, Sam Pearson. There's a flag on the field.
Yeah, Snow Canyon had a defender running off the sideline and didn't get off the field in time. Murray snapped the ball. So that's
substitution against the Warriors.
That'll be 5 free yards for the Murray for the illegal substitution.
That's about 40 yards they picked up with the clock stopped.
Correction, substitution, infraction.
Spotted at the 5-yard line.
5-yard penalty,
second and
brings up
1
second and short.
here for Murray. Clock running at 9:55 now. As they'll hand this one off. Person's going nowhere and thrown down at the end. That'll be another
And
flag.
off to number 2, Sam Pearson.
That was Reynolds that
Flag
made
on
the
the play.
tackle. A little too much on the end of it.
Yeah, the whistle was blown.
It was well after the whistle.
Yeah,
so.
it's really hard as a defender. You want to tackle the guy, you want to bring him to the ground, but you've got to be disciplined. And Snow Canyon's been really good at not making mistakes through the first 3 quarters. And yet, here in this last quarter, this drive, that's their 5th penalty. Now Murray's down inside the 5-yard line.
And it'll be a new set of downs here. So first and goal from
Half
the
a
3
distance
now.
to the goal. First down.
Murray 3 yards away from their first score of the night.
They need to run the ball inside the tackles.
Person's in the backfield. And he
he
stumbles on the exchange there.
And off to
Loss
Sam
of 2,
Pearson.
back to the 5.
Snow Canyon had outside linebackers coming around the edges. If you could get underneath that blitz, usually there's a run lane, and unfortunately, he just looked like he tripped there.
Couple of offensive line substitutions here for Murray as the clock continues to run down to 9:08 and counting. Second and goal from the 5. Hand back off to Pearson. No, they'll fake it, dump it off, and getting to about the 2-yard line is
Field
Whitehead.
pass complete to number 6.
I love that play
Whitehead.
call. It was set up. They've been handing the ball off. So play action was set up, but a good job there by Snow Canyon, staying on their assignment,
2
making a
yards
nice
to the goal
tackle.
line.
So now 2 yards away from the end zone here. Everybody in the box for Snow Canyon. They'll hand off Person,
Hand off to
and he
Sam
gets
Pearson.
dragged down at the 1. Reynolds makes the tackle, and now 4th and
Tackled
goal.
by number 24.
That's a big-time
Max
play
Reynolds
right
for the
there.
Warriors.
Max Reynolds makes a nice play.
And Holland checks out. It'll be Whitehead under center here, the tush push. And I don't know if he got it.
Oh, nope.
No, they got flags on the other
Flag on
side,
the
so this
play.
may not count.
I think there's illegal motion to the backfield. I think Person was moving forward before the ball was snapped. But
They roll him short, but there's a flag down on the far side.
there's a flag, and if it's well, they're going to wave it off. I mean, I saw the flag, and typically, if it's illegal motion by the offense, they blow the play dead. But
Penalties decline, turnover on down.
So they do not call it as a false start. It is a penalty on the Spartans. The Snow Canyon Warriors declined it because they stopped them at the 1. As they did not get it. So Snow Canyon with another defensive effort here in the second half. They've had 5 turnovers.
Hats off to the Snow Canyon defense. They stopped Murray's power run game inside the 5-yard lines 4 straight plays.
So they hold, but they're right up against the goal line here, so not out of the woods yet.
Offensively here, you want to go on 2 because if you jump, you're going to lose a few inches. If the defense is offside, you pick up 5. So you would expect them to go on 2 here.
8:08 to play. First down at the 1-yard line. It'll be a timeout here as
Timeout,
the play clock
Warriors.
was down under 5 there. So the Warriors will take the timeout.
Get a
We'll take the
winning smile
timeout
with
as
Murray
well.
Orthodontics,
8:08 to play.
Conveniently
Snow
located
Canyon
in Murray.
backed up in their own end. We'll see what they do for first down when we come back. Welcome back. 8:08 to play. 1st and 10 here for Snow Canyon. Backed up to basically their own goal line. They're about the half-yard line here. Spartans show pressure, and Lounsbury gets out of there maybe to the 3.
Brody with the key.
Good tackle there by number 19.
Tackle by number
That's
19,
Anthony
Anthony
Thompson.
Thompson.
They basically ran a wedge on the offensive line. Everybody
2
stepped
yards
down
on
and
play, brings up
drove. They
2nd
tried to keep their pad level below the pad level of defensive line. Picked up a couple of yards, but those couple of yards make a difference down here. When you're inside your 1-yard line, man, that's a tough situation for an offense.
Able to pick up 2 on that carry, so 2nd and 8 from the 3-yard line, still in their own end zone. Lounsbury on the QB keeper.
Brody with the key.
Gets another maybe yard out to the 4.
Brought down by number 19, Anthony Thompson.
Lounsbury's done a really good
down.
job of pressing the hole, making the linebacker commit, and then bouncing it to the outside. That's a sign of a pretty mature football player.
3rd and 7. Call it 7 now.
I still think Murray just sells out. They need to get here. They need to get to the quarterback.
And they did, and a little bit of movement on the defensive line there.
Flag on the play.
That's a huge play. That's a huge penalty right there.
Against the defense. 5-yard penalty.
Now
Replay.
move them
3rd
out
down.
to the 9-yard line, and it'll move it to, instead of a 3rd and 7, it's 3rd and 2.
Anytime you practice your situational offense during the week, when you're backed up like that, you always want to go on 2 and get them to jump. It worked out that time for Snow Canyon.
Spartans again show pressure. They'll hand this one off to Westbrook, and he'll be near the
And off
first
to
down.
number 9,
Might be
JP
just
Westbrook.
short.
Tackled by number 85, Easton Horman.
Murray did a good job that time. I thought that they marked him short of the
It
first
looked
down.
like it was first, but nope, first down. They give him the spot.
Well, that's a tough
Result of the play is
tough
the
spot
Warriors'
there. Of
first
course,
down.
it's a long ways away from where we're standing, so give the official the benefit of the doubt. But
Over there in that far corner. So 1st and 10 now from the 11. And the clock continues to wind down here. And
called timeout.
timeout.
I think Snow Canyon was afraid they were going to get the
Warriors.
delay. He did snap it before it went to 0, which I thought they were doing intentionally, trying to run as much clock as they can at this point.
So timeout on the field. We'll take the timeout as well. 6:11 to go. Snow Canyon with the ball up big here on KSL Sports Rewind. Welcome back. 6:11 to go. 1st and 10 for Snow Canyon. As Johnson goes in motion. And Lounsbury again will keep it. And picks up 2.
Brody with the keep.
We saw that play
Tackled by
earlier
number
where he handed
85,
it off
Easton
to the
Horman.
fly sweep. That time he kept the ball as the D-end widened and kept it up inside, picked up some yardage. That's a good play.
Give him 3 yards at the 14-yard line, so 2nd and 7 now. Yeah, Snow Canyon just trying to kill as much time off of this clock as they can. Already up big here. Play clock under 10. Oh, high snap. No. Lounsbury gets back on it, but he's going backwards, and he's wrestled down at the 2. And
Whiteman.
Is number 15, Tyler Whiteman,
Brody
in the backfield
tackled in the backfield by number 6, Connor Whitehead.
As that was doomed from the get-go there.
Yeah, it looked like he took his eyes off the ball a little bit. The ball was a little bit high, but Lounsbury should have caught that one.
So back it all the way up to the 4-yard line. Loss of 10 on the bad snap.
Probably going to see Lounsbury keep the ball again right here.
3rd and long. Spartans rush 3. Lounsbury almost went down, instead checks it down. Good idea as he lowers the shoulder out to the 17-yard line. He took a big hit.
Yeah, he got blasted on that one. And you know, he was in the end zone setting up to throw the ball, and I thought he was going to get sacked.
I thought so too. He was that close to going down in the end zone. Instead, it goes 13 yards. It's not enough for the first down, but it gives the Warriors a little bit of breathing room on this punt.
Yeah, Lounsbury's really impressed me. His field presence has been really impressive tonight.
So Lopez on the punt. Able to get this one off. Low line drive kick is going to be fielded at the 45. And racing his way is Carson Davis inside the 40. And the Spartans will get good field position to start this drive. But clock is not on their side, David. 4:23 to go in this game.
Yeah, that's a tough ask. 4 touchdowns in 4 minutes. But look, at this point, all you're thinking about is let's get the ball in the end zone. Let's do something good right here. You want to score quick. I don't think Snow Canyon's going to give you anything over the top. They've been running a lot of cover 3, cover 4. Looks like they're still in their cover 3 kick.
The Spartans made it to the red zone for their first time all night in that last drive, but was stopped at the 1. Now Holland sets up the screen. A person's got a convoy on that far side.
Bill's pass is complete to number 2, Sam
Pearson. First down and a pickup of about 17 on that screen pass and another first down.
Murray needs to get up to the ball before the clock starts.
Clock stops at 4:12.
Be ready to run it. They'll wind it as soon as the ball's set.
There it goes. Clock now running. 1st and 10 from the 20. Holland will hand off. Nice spin move from Person.
Hand off to number 2, Sam Pearson.
Still is on his feet and close to another first down. Maybe picks up 10, maybe 9 on that one.
Tackle by a...
Those 10 yards were all Person on that one. He was caught in the backfield, spun out of a tackle, then ran through a couple of more to pick up those 10 yards. Again, they need to get up on the ball, get ready, and go.
They mark him just shy, so the clock does not stop. 2nd and 1.
Although it was stopped.
And they'll give it back to Person. Gets to the first wave. He's got the first down, and he's near the 7, maybe 8 yard line.
Tackled by number 22, Kel Esplin.
Little trap play that time. Guard kicked out the end.
Spartan,
Person gets in behind him. Picks up another first down.
And Person may have to leave the game here for a second.
Might have blood. That's typically what they'll make you go off if you've got blood on your. Yep, but it looks like he's got blood running down his leg.
Yeah, you can see it from up here on the press box. So he's going to have to get that cleaned up, and that's been the big key for the Murray offense. That's now on the sideline here for at least another play. 1st and goal from the 9. As Holland in the offense will have to throw for this one. Holland throws end zone incomplete.
Bill's pass is incomplete.
Not much there. They were to cover 2 zone defense at the goal line, which tells you should run the ball, but your running back's on the sideline with a bloody leg. So
that one intended for Carson Davis. That came up just short.
Looked like he ran a little switch route, and he was looking for a back shoulder fade right at the pylon. Just didn't quite get it there.
2nd and 10. Holland sets up the screen to Whitehead, gets
Field
through the
pass is
tackle,
complete
and he
to number
finds the
6,
end
Connor
zone.
Whitehead.
Touchdown, Murray.
Florida Spartans, touchdown!
Great call there by Murray.
Can I get a Spartan?
Full out blitz by Snow Canyon. Good job of executing that play. So many times you call the play. We saw it earlier in the game, and he overthrew it. Good job there for Murray to get in the end zone. So that's the first thing they had to do. They had to score. They did it in under a minute.
There's Curtis on for the extra point. That one's up and on to 5300 South.
Point
That's
after
just
attempt is good.
to our left over there.
Can I get another Spartan?
Well, we know Dylan Curtis is a fantastic place kicker. He's a fantastic punter. Let's see how much time he spends on his onside
kicks. He's going to be tested here. As you would imagine Murray would go for the onside kick here. As they need the ball back and need to get things going in a hurry here.
We always would have an extremely inflated football for this play.
Okay.
To give it extra bounce.
Little extra pep.
Yep. The kicking ball. There's always 2 kicking balls, and typically they're the opposite of what Tom Brady would do. We would put a little extra air in there.
The inflate gate, I guess.
Inflate gate. Let's see what we got. It used to be you could use a rubber ball to kick with, too, and those things, man, they bounce like crazy.
So the Warriors ready for the onside kick here up the middle. As now the Spartans will spread out. 3:19 to play here. As the Spartans will go for the onside kick. Curtis looking for the bounce. It's loose and almost there for the Spartans, but a good job
with the onside.
there
Boy,
for
that was
Snow
close.
Canyon.
That was close.
And
Recovered
unless
by
something
the
crazy
Warriors.
happens, that might do it for tonight's contest.
And Murray's got 3 timeouts left.
They do have all 3 of their timeouts left. 3:19 to go. It's a 20-point game, so it's still a 3-possession game.
Yeah, they've got to get a turnover.
They have proven they've been able to get in the backfield tonight.
There have been a couple of snaps that have been mishandled, but Lounsbury, he's proven that he's a gamer. I don't anticipate that he's going to make a mistake at this point.
So the Warriors start at the 45-yard line, 1st and 10.
They're an empty.
Yes, all 5 wideouts, and there's a flag for
Flag
a
on the
false
play.
start. And they'll back up 5 yards here.
False start against the Warriors. 5-yard penalty, replay, 1st down.
So not an ideal start for Snow Canyon, trying to close this thing out.
No. You know, they've been able to get the edge on Murray all night long, other than the last series. So I like the play call.
See what they do here on 1st and 15.
And again, Murray needs to sell out.
They show pressure here. They got 7 in the box as Lounsbury
Brody with the
gets
keep.
back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe got one
Tackled
more.
by number 9, Jackson Katoyan.
Murray,
Typically, once you get to about 3 minutes and you're on defense, that's when you start burning your timeouts. I don't know that that's what Murray's going to do, whereas they're down 3 scores, but
you're going to have to use them at some point, but
no.
they'll let the clock run. 2nd and 9 now after the gain of 6 on that run from Lounsbury.
Good job of their 4-minute waiting for the play clock to get under 5 before you snap it.
Play clock's at 7 at the moment. Now under 5, they'll snap it with 2 and give it to Esplin.
And off to number 24.
Or excuse me, that's Reynolds on the carry. Gets out to midfield, and it'll be
Tackled
3rd
by
and
number
5.
85, Easton Horman.
Murray's electing not to use their timeouts. Looks like they're getting some of their seniors in.
I'd say I would be surprised they would maybe use it on the 3rd down here, but 2:08 and counting. And Snow Canyon 2 minutes away from their first playoff win in 2 years.
Sansa waiting in the ball game for Murray, a senior, on the defensive line.
They'll hand this one off Reynolds, and he gets the 1st down. Good fight
And off to number 24.
From the senior running back, and that'll bring a new 1st and 10,
Result
and that
of the
will
play,
probably
the
do
Warriors'
it
first
for our
down.
contest here tonight.
Yeah, the Murray coaches are taking their headsets off, and you've got to really hand it to Coach Dunn, the job that he's done with the Spartans this year, turning this program around, getting it back to the playoffs, winning record. There's a lot for him to build on.
So Snow Canyon going to go in the victory formation here with 114 and counting. The Warriors entered tonight 3-7 on the season. They finished 2-4 in
Warriors
region
will take a
play,
knee.
and they come all the way up from St. George all the way up here to Salt Lake County and pick up a first-round win.
Kind of against all odds. They played great. They took advantage of the Murray turnovers. They took advantage of the penalties early in the game. They didn't make any of their own other than that one drive here in the fourth quarter where there were some penalties. But Snow Canyon played good, disciplined football, and I'm impressed with this quarterback. I think over the years we're going to see him do some great things down at Snow Canyon.
Just a sophomore as well. As we're going to
Another
get
knee. There is a flag on the play.
a flag on that last play. There's a little feistiness down there, but looking ahead for the Snow Canyon team, they don't have to come back up here next week. They get to stay down in St. George. The downside of that coin is you're going up against Crimson Cliffs, who's a really big favorite, at least of the teams down in St. George, to make it to Rice Eccles for the 4A semifinals and championship.
Yeah, I expect Snow Canyon's going to go into that game with a little more confidence than they did the last time they played them. They're going to have a great bus trip back down to St. George today. They're going to look at film tomorrow, and they're really going to be able to, hopefully for them, ride this momentum and celebrate what is a fantastic victory for Snow Canyon.
So
tonight.
Snow Canyon gets 5 turnovers from the defense. They explode in that third quarter, putting up 20 points to put this one away. The 19 seed beats the number 14 seed. There's only 5 seconds left. As that'll do it, the Snow Canyon Warriors win 27-7. They punch their ticket to the second round.
Thank you, Snow Canyon, for making the long trip. We wish those traveling tonight a safe return home and the best of luck.
Good luck to Snow Canyon. I think you've got to point out Carson Stewart, what a fantastic game he had for the defense. And Lounsbury on offense just led his team to a victory. And
thank you for giving it.
Excited to see what happens next week.
Who's your game ball tonight?
Those two. I think Carson Stewart. 2 interceptions really changed the game. It held Murray offensively out of the end zone until late in the quarter, or late in the fourth quarter. And he did a great job blocking offensively, so that's who my game ball goes to.
I'll give mine to Lounsbury. A sophomore, first ever playoff game, comes in and handles this offense and did a fantastic job at quarterback running the ball. So he gets my game ball tonight. So Snow Canyon moves to 4-7 on the season. They advance in the playoffs. They'll take on Crimson Cliffs next week down in St. George. For the Murray Spartans, that ends the season at 6-5. Still a lot to hang their hat on, Dave, for those guys. First winning season in a couple of years, but unfortunately the road ends here for the Spartans.
Yeah, it's the toughest feeling of as a coach and as a player, and it's even worse if you're a senior because this is it, you know. And but hats off to a great season for Murray, and congratulations to Snow Canyon.
All right, that's going to do it for us here tonight. We want to thank each and every one of you for joining us for tonight's broadcast. For us behind the counter for Dave, I'm Matt Goma. Signing off tonight, it is a final here for Murray High School. 27-7, the Snow Canyon Warriors win in advance to round 2, where they'll take on the Crimson Cliffs Mustangs. Have a great rest of your weekend. We'll see you next week for round 2 of the high school football playoffs right here on KSL Sports 1.
In a world that keeps on pushing